Hey everybody, Jeff here. I have a couple encouragements in this first video of 2023. First, I want to share with you just a devotional that I just can't get out of my mind. So I thought I'd share it with you because I think it applies, well, I know it applies to me, but I think kind of just spreading to the church too. The phone is ringing. Look, I did not plan that, but our phone line actually goes straight to voicemail at this moment. So where were we? Yeah, so anyhow, fun. And then I want to talk briefly about some church events. So first, let me just share with you from Luke. This came from my own quiet time, old man strength, reading glasses. And this is from Luke 21. And I read this about a month ago, and I just can't get it off my mind. It's just coming back. And this verse has just given me a tremendous amount of courage and faith as I have gone from the last year into this year for whatever lies ahead. Because these are trying times. It is a strange season to be alive. And so let me read this to you. It's Luke 21, and it's just verse 28. And this is in the context of Jesus preparing his disciples just before he goes to the cross. And he tells them all about this stuff happening at the end times. And then he says, "But when these things begin to take place, straighten up and lift up your heads, because your redemption is drawing near." And so it's just this great picture and this just encouragement that Jesus gives us. He says when you see things confusing and falling apart in fear and war and tumult and distraction, straighten up and lift up your head. And just the anticipation of what's to come and the good things that God has for us, and courage, like courage that we can have as people of God who can be different and who can be light in this dark time. And that just has just filled me. Like I read it, and I just can't get it off my mind. And I'm praying, Lord, like straighten me up, lift up my head, and be the lifter of my head, be my courage, and give me courage to be the person that I can be in you. And then the other part, I just read this, and this is really exciting. In John, the Gospel of John. I've been in the Gospel of John, and this is, oh man, this is epic. So Jesus is he's just at the end of his life, kind of parallel to where we were in Luke there for a moment. He's just had the Last Supper. Judas is on the way. He brings the mob to arrest Jesus, and they have clubs and spears and torches, and it's night. And Jesus knows exactly what's about to happen. And I just love this. I read this, and it was just like God just stamped it on me. This is just last week. And this is in John 18, verse 4 here. And we're just going old school, showing you my Bible. Jesus, therefore, knowing all the things that were coming upon him, went forth. And he said, "Who do you seek?" And I read that last week, and I can't get it off my mind. It's just the bravery, just knowing what's coming. And he just goes forth and says, I will deal with this, and I will fight. I will fight. I will drink the cup. I will be brave. I will not shrink back. And man, I read that, and I think about my life and all the things that are in here that I fight with. And I just say, oh God, give me the grace to go forth like that, knowing what might come. And he just did it anyway. Just, man, don't you just love Jesus? Just want to be like that. What an example of courage. And then it's awesome because they're like, we're seeking Jesus. And he's like, well, I'm him. And then they all fall down. It's really a cool story. So be encouraged by that today. I feel like that's for you, not just for me. In my last minute, I also just want to talk about our church calendar. I was looking at it here, just kind of doing my end of the month thing. And we got all this crazy stuff happening that really is mostly lay-led. We have free prayer on the streets, a men's breakfast, parents' night out, fundraiser. We have a men's book study. We have conversational Spanish, the dry goods pantry, an hour of prayer preceded by 24 hours of prayer, family focus, a youth retreat, chapel at the mission, several camping trips coming up, a marriage retreat that, as I heard today, 6 people in our church are going to, blood drive, all the Easter things we do, a survivor brunch for survivors of sexual abuse, a ladies retreat, a youth camp that we're putting on. And they're like, we have such a great church that like all this stuff is happening, and there's so much community and so much prayer and so much outreach. And I'm just happy to be part of it. And so I want to encourage you, check out the website, find a way to get involved. There's just a lot going on. And man, let's make a difference for Jesus in this church. I'm so glad to be part of it with you. And we have a great church. And so celebrate that, jump in, be part of something. Check out our website for more details on all that stuff. And hey, thanks for watching. I love you guys. It's awesome to be your pastor. And I say that a lot, I mean it. So bless you. I'm praying for you. See you soon.